Go on with your bad selves.
My name is Broadway Bill Lee from WCBS-FM. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to $1 Million Quartet. The man who really put this together from the ground up is the director, Eric Schaefer.
Yeah, what's great about the show is that you actually get to be like a fly on the wall in this recording studio, and so you're there for 90 minutes at this jam session and seeing these 4 iconic music figures and spending time with them. And that's a great thing because it's actually you're just there watching the whole thing unfold before your eyes.
Our musical director, Chuck Mead. These are real musicians up here. Now, actors are one thing. Musicians are another thing. Guys who can do both and pull it off. How in the world did you guys find that?
We got really lucky. A couple of the guys who did the original reading years ago, when it was just a script, are still in the show. We actually try to get the spirit of the music and the guys in the show. It makes a big difference.
You made a star out of Elvis Presley, and by God, you're going to make a star out of me. My mama prophesied it.
The thing that blows everybody away that I've talked to that's seen the show so far has said, you are him. You just are him. You got his personality, you got his piano playing ability. You seem to have all of it.
I think it's a perfect outlet for someone who grew up reading the Bible and praying and winning Christian Character Awards his whole life. I mean, all I've wanted to do was just kind of bust out of that and just like have an outlet for something like this. As far as learning the music, it was one of the first things I ever heard. My mom whipped out those old 45s when I was just a little kid, of Great Balls of Fire and all that stuff. And so by the time I was 12, I was actually playing Great Balls of Fire at family reunions and stuff, So it was always the kind of music I grew up on,
I noticed you get a lot of different sounds out of your guitar. And where are the pedals? Where's the rig? Where's the apparatus?
Actually, all you're seeing is just a guitar plugged into these 4 pedals here, right into the amp. The pedals that we chose are they give the authentic sounds of the era. So, quick example, like this is just a dry sound that I get. Now I add a little slap back. Oh, that's that, that's the kind of the Sun Records thing, and then you add some tremolo, and it gives it that kind of sound. And those are really the only sound effects that we use on the guitar in the show, and we just try and keep it as legit as possible.
I was a specialist, first class, Miss Phillips.
What'd you specialize in, son?
Beer and fighting. Now, don't get me wrong, Miss Phillips. I studied the Bible. I studied it cover to cover, and I even wrote me a couple of them sacred songs.
Now, look, I got me a stock from out back full of boxes of the best gospel records. All of them unsold.
Folks that heard my songs say they're mighty good.
Now, when you find in your heart be a sinner for a few minutes, you come back and see me. Yeah, he was back the very next day.
In the Chicago production, I had a big problem with pants. I would split my pants every night. For a while they put spandex in the scene, but there's a lot of stuff going on down there during the show.
Mr. Phillips,
Hunter Foster,
Diane,
Miss Elizabeth Stanley,
Johnny Cash,
Lance Guest,
Elvis Presley,
Eddie Clendenning,
Carl Perkins,
Robert Britton Lyons,
and Jerry Lee Lewis,
Levi Christ.
$1 Million Quartet, ladies and gentlemen.